Alright. We go to the first. Where's the first? Orvantaral Udder, right? Has to be an Udder. Where is it? Living memory. How do you teleport to the Crystarium again? Crystarium is on the first, right? Gerbania, Far East. Ilsabard, that's Garlemald. Sundered Abyss. Sea of Stars, Northern Empty. Oh, Nordvat. Yeah, that's the first. Okay, never mind. Alright, so gotta go to the first Crystarium. Bright-eyed Shaz regaling her mother with a tale. It's true, Mummy. I saw one right over there. It was green and smooth, and had big round eyes, and a little tail like a leaf. Just like the Fuat from the picture books, Mummy. I just know it's a Fuat. May we please go and find it? My book says Fuat are waterfolk, so I bet it went to Hortorium. Please, can we go? Hush, Judge, you're not following Fae. Is that clear? They'll spiritually do away to their kingdom. You'll never see Mommy and Daddy again. Besides, a Fuat would never be foolish enough to visit the Crystarium. The guard will have them for frog legs. Now come along. We're shopping to finish, and Daddy... We're shopping. Okay, we're shopping to finish. Alright. But Mommy, I did see a Fuat. It had a feather in its cap. Gotta search for the Fuat. He saw it over on there somewhere, right? It's down here, right? Somewhere. Has to be down there. So where's the... Oh, there it is. There's a Fuat. Little frog. Hello, are you a frog? Fee, the damn dry. Burns me up, makes me cry. Ribbit. What to make the whole again? Why, a soul of Mortokin. Lead them on and lead them true to the depths of the deepest blue. Ark! I shall not suffer your reproach, madame, standing within my eavesdropped, and with such prejudice. I'll have you know that I am a paragon among Fuat. Regard these charming brown eyes, and tell me that my innocence is not clear as mud. What's more, I come to the Crystarium on official business. Impede my mission, and my master will break their fast upon that furry snake attached to your buttocks, I'm warning you. Alright. You're on a mission for what? And I shall warn you, and then, of waters fair. My good books bent at the spine, my beautiful library flooded, and new moo keepers fit to fate, sins of yours, you old croak. 'Twas your promise of service that brought you mercy, yet here you stand babbling away. Your Majesty! Mistake me not, I remain your dedicated servant. If this Fuat has offended, send them forth, and all is mended. But it is dry, and I'm tired, and the air is thick with the stench of mortals. My element is water, and I'm out of it. Should I rejoice in my circumstances? Nay, only fools see providence in hardship. Only babes find novelty in strife. Do I suppose mad blooms find the fun in everything, don't they, Your Majesty? Roll up that tongue before you step on it. Never mind that, old letterskin. You, my adorable sapling, are a sight of sore eyes. I have followed every step of your journey. Our bond is as sturdy as ever. Perhaps that is why you have found me now, in my hour of need. Errant sin-eaters have been roving ill-mag, you see. Clawing their way out of the ruined church of the First Light. We have yet to investigate further, as the site is warded off with charms repellent to fey folk. Thus I thought to enlist the help of a mortal from the Crystarium. And though it may bugger relief among the band of troublemakers that owe me penance, ain't Dane he makes the most suitable envoy. Being far older than I, knowing much more about the church, they were meant to enlist and instruct a sympathetic mortal. Hey, why didn't you just call me then? Is this you demand to be called upon, after spurning my aid time and time again? Cruel, heartless sapling, how you toy with your poor branch's affection. But as it seems, I've had my revenge. All is forgiven. Neither of us need hesitate when calling the other. Understood? How delightful. A mortal acquired with nary a befuddlement, and the fairy proverb known, that every king should take their own. May I go now, Your Majesty? No, your service lasts till Ilmeg is no longer plagued by sin-eaters. Lead this woman to the church's remain, and await my arrival. I shall see you again shortly, my brave, benevolent hero. Come along, mortal. Tread downwind, and Mek the Merry will be your guide. To Wolleckdorf we make our way. In Wolleckdorf your heart to sway. Speak with Endrak and Wolleckdorf. It's over there. Let's go. Still one piece, eh? The sapling knows where its root grows, deep in the kingdom of rainbows. Now, before we proceed further, just how ignorant are you of the Church of the First Light? I have no idea. Know a little bit. Not that much. Oh, what fools you mortals be. Your minds are as soft as mallow, upon which you whet the instruments of your own violent demise. Say, child, I'll tell you the tale of faith, a legion, and a grave. Once upon a time, there was a church that worshipped the light. Its flock believed that if they were virtuous, it would wrest them from death's very grasp to be born anew into this world. The ranks of the faithful grew and grew across Nordvamp, their beloved light a beacon of hope, ere it turned upon them, scoring the very land and giving rise to a legion of beasts. The church scrambled to defy these creatures, these devourers of sin, yet the flock's devotion had begun to waver, its quivering sheep terrified of the fate that awaited their mortal souls. As the kingdom of Vorbert fell, they strayed one by one into endless day, leaving their churches to suffocate in silence. Now in those mausoleums of long-dead faith, bells ring once more. So we must turn a new page in an old fable. Come along, Maidenbark, and bend your trunk to the church of the dam-rodden field. The rascal awaits. What is it? Why, it's the King's Sapling! The King's Sapling has come to play! Oh, I'm Woeswind, and these are my fellows. We've all been not as naughty as the Fuet, though. No one's as naughty as the Futuat. Okay. I'm in charge of watching the Vantu. Okay. Where do we go next? That's Tyr Marn, but I shan't introduce them. There's no telling what they might do. How now, mad spirit? What changes now about these haunted stones? None of speak of, or to whisper, whistle, or hoot? Okay. The magics that pave way for the pilgrims of Eld are blinking awake from ages of slumber. Like a crusty old eyeball, blink blink. Sometimes a sin eater will come crawling out. The church beyond this portal must be overrun. Fey wards prevent us from entering the sewer connection, unfortunately. Fortune's got naught to do with it. In the old days, those light worshippers were always finding reason to shut door and window to us. And no occasion warranted it so much as their most mortal of mortal ceremonies. Obsequies. Well met, by Dawn Light King Titania. 'Tis just as you say. From man's last breath till his final rites were spoken, the church would not suffer even the suggestion of fey folk. The precious souls of the faithful were promised rebirth, not an everlasting sojourn into the kingdom of rainbows. Beyond the Yule tree lies a land untouchable by mortal hand. Eternal live the fairies there, without rebirth, without prayer. Would put a damper on the funerals, were we to steal away the souls of the dearly departed, and so the words went up. Then we know what's afoot, don't we? They're having a funeral in there, in a church rife with sin-eaters. The onus of discovery is yours, I'm afraid. You'll have to lay rest whatever beings laid to rest, won't you? You'll fight the undead? In the meantime, I will support you in any way I can. First, with a gift from the castle vault. These will serve you well on your journey. Immersion is a fierce beauty, my sapling, among the finest I have ever seen. Too precious to lose out the horde of greedy senators. You must call me if you ever are in danger. Beg your pardon, Majesty, but the church's uncouth wards make no exception for royalty. Not even you could blow down those walls. Huff and puff, true you might. Perhaps as a pixie, my path is barred. The only ones permitted to attend a funeral are living mortals. And the faithful deceased. Among the church's forgotten trinkets, you may find incense of juniper. Burn it and think of me. All shall return to its rightful place, and I will come to you, my sapling. Light and silence, so that's what you mean. Our monarch proud, our monarch right, the fairy keen who cheats their fate. Let all who meet them quail and crow, for the mad bloom's maddest power. I don't get your poems at all. Come, my sapling, you have much to prepare. Return to Wolokdorf and attend our hero. Your service pays your debt and aids your kingdom. First things first, let's have a closer look at the king's gift. A royal gift in times of need, must of the greatest worth indeed. This is, and this is that. Oh, their Majesty's foresight is formidable. Or should I say, their sincerity is unassailable. Okay. What are you trying to say? Very well, I have the short of the hang of it. To summarize, the king has gifted you sacred weaponry, arcane weapons. But I have my own steel, you say, my own magic tomes and instruments. All useless inside the great church of light. The chapel walls enforce an armistice, protected by charms that melt aggression from the blade like butter. to wit, your mortal armaments will gently caress the city-eaters before they kill you. The king's gift, however, is immune to the church's spells, and allied with your more barbaric instincts, there is little destruction its power cannot realize. In theory, anyway, after gathering dust in the royal vault, these arms do look a bit limp. Give them time, give them time. With enough use, any weapon will remember what it's made for. I would know, I make a habit of making weapons. In the course of making mischief, I would wager. One more thing, the king thought fit to include a golden censer. It would seem the suggestion to burn incense was not made in jest, though whether the juniper will truly summon Titania to your side is for you to discover. Burn what you find, for what you burn may cause a fortune foul to turn. When all is done and all is said, better to try and wind up dead. Whatever else you find lying abandoned is yours to take. The dread of divine punishment has long since passed. If you encounter any artifacts you can't make sense of it, I'll be happy to appraise them for you. No matter whose secrets are simply made to be revealed, are they not? Such scrumptious little rot truffles. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to look at the ancient church. Keep on mischief if you keep your mushrooms, deal. Final word to the wise, mortal. The Church of the First Light may lie in ruin. Its chapel are still connected across Nordvat by a web of living magics, not unlike your Aetherites. Be not surprised if your journey leads you to farther-flung lands than you imagined. From the chapel door to chapel door, no one knows what lies in store, a blessing or perhaps a curse upon the long pilgrim's traverse. Follow the stones, Royal Sapling, and unearth the root of their troubles. Follow the stones, okay. May not be much, but I can carry you to the portal. Safe to walk. Just be sure that you're fully prepared before we go. Alright. If you ever feel overwhelmed, there's no shame in turning back. Were anything to happen to you, the king would just please be careful. Alright then, whenever you're ready. is where you can get some stuff. Okay. So, cosmetics, I guess. Next materia. Alright, let's go. Pilgrim's Traverse. Alright, let's do this. The volume is low. Floor 1 was kind of... I'm assuming that was just floor 1. So floor 1 was kind of quick. Relative burn multi. Taken damage dealt or increase in attacks generate HP equal to the portion of damage dealt. What the? What the? We're a ball. Well, I'm still a ball. I guess we'll just go to the next one. Words, rapid recitation. Okay. Go check your rooms first. Here. Monsters. It's just that in here. It's a chest. Oh, there it is. Boss, like I'm ready. Boss defeated. guess I can keep going. Just gonna go to the washroom real quick. So many spiders. Ah, it's a spider's nest here. Oh, there's a chest there should be open. Let's go. Next floor, let's do this. Ball. Baller. What do we do for the ball? Our ball has been altered. Oh, this thing? Oh, they increase damage? Okay. This unable to use normal items. Okay. No items. That's easy. Level 100, nice. And maxed out the levels. We're good. Our levels are maxed out. I'm just gonna continue the dungeon. I'm just gonna upgrade the weapons. We need to find the chest for them, right? Weapons and the armor. Oh, what? I got turned into a fae? Are you kidding me? I got turned into a fae. Help! I'm a fairy. Oh. Check what's in this room. Maybe there's a chest. Votive burns. Maximum HP and PR increased. Alright. That's good for us. It's just an altar, we don't need that. How many floors does the Pilgrim's Traverse have, though? Is it 100 floors like Tower of the Dead? Is it like 100 floors like Palace of the Dead? I wonder. The ball thing is kind of fun though. You can't really do anything while you're in it. What is this? Okay. What is this? I'm able to use knock back or draw in. Okay. No problem. finish this part as well. Let's do it. 21:30. This place looks good. Looks like we were underwater here. Give him bribery. What the heck? The tank almost died. Oh, I got silence trap. I hate those. The giant octopus. Ah, octopus is attacking us. get another chest? Oh, that's fine. There's the exit. Where's everyone going? Sure. We got everything. Let's go. What are they looking for? The first horn, yeah, of course. big statues. Let's do this. But you have to go this way. Oh, see, I did not understand that. Making progress. Okay, finished the quest. Alright. Fairy tale. Endine is eyeing you critically. Have you news I should hear? Welcome, wanderer. Oh, is that so? A sin-eater donning robes of a clergy. That does sound promising. Tell me more. Tin branch, that mind's eye can peruse the fullest portrait. Either I mistake the shape of a making quite, or else you faced an arbiter of light. It would be best to send for the king. Although considering your bond, your battle may already be old news. A moment, please. Oi, oi, wid, poo, gritter, roundabout, ilmag, in 40 wingbeats. Okay. Have you fathomed why burning juniper incense can summon the Fairy King to your side? Of course you haven't. You're only mortal, as innocent as a barbarian of 5 summers on eve of your baptism. One more sleep and you'll be welcome into the laity of the first light, but not all children are so lucky. Those who died before baptism could not receive light's blessing. They could not be reborn. Instead, their souls were condemned to wander these lands as pixie kind. However, not all pixies are made this way. Take a mortal youth, no older than 16. Lead them into the kingdom of rainbows by intent or happenstance. Should they follow their breadcrumbs safely back, let none the wiser. Should their heart cry out for home, let mortality embrace their mossy bones. But should they be of that rare disposition, one that longs for magic's fell and fancy's fey, those are the pilgrims that wander evermore. To revels do they turn their mind, to dreams of wings and pixie kind. No food, no rest, fain they take, forever after ne'er to wake, never to wake. Exhausted and untrawled, a dreamer dies, and beside their remains blooms a solitary flower. The dewy petals hold a wayward youth who purged their mortal grossness and seized the likeness of their desire. One who spurned their fate, a mad bloom. Yes, our King Titania was once a mortal like yourself, a mortal baptized in the Church of the First Light. Had their body lain in a chapel, juniper incense would have been burned in their honor. There is something so familiar, so comforting about juniper smoke. For a moment the soul remembers where it belongs, and the smoke in turn embraces it. So to your censer the king may fly, welcome within the church as one of its faithful deceased. I trust this Fuat isn't cajoling you with mischief. Perish the thought, I but sing Majesty's praises as the most audacious pilgrim this land has ever known. Traversing walls and wards, life and death, even the boundary betwixt mortal and fey, no other makes such a delightful mockery of barriers. Well, never have I been so needlessly flattered. 'Tis only natural to seek roses despite the briar. Those who would not dare a pricked finger seem far stranger to me. Oswald says you have something to report. I would hear it from your lips, my sapling. Tell me everything. Then our discoverers are aligned. While you were visiting chapels, my keepers were shifting through books. Among them we found records of a great archbishop's passing before the fall of Fulbert. His death dissolved the church, as no successor could be manned. Slain by sin-eaters, officially. Yet in disgrace we know the need. To dig up lies buried the deed. Likely the archbishop became a sin-eater. That a few records were obfuscated would hardly be surprising given the church's declining reputation. I believe so. The vestments of the Aether you encounter match those in the archbishop's portrait all too well. After turning, he must have been locked away where none could find him, fated to wander the ruins of his faith forevermore. We may have been freed from the torments of light, but the archbishop would have known no such relief. Perhaps that remained of him was calling out, begging to be put to rest, that he might know death as one of the faithful, in spite of the monster he had become. "'Tis done, your majesty. In the churchway's path his pride will glide no longer. History shall enter the first light beside him, its legacy as brief as lightning in the coiled night. Centuries will bury its stone, and millennia will erase its name." Do you think so? You and your comrades once traveled to the stars and back, and as I tracked the pretty glimmer of your mortal lives, I could not help but to wonder. Where there always fey in Northrend. The Church of the First Light wove us into their stories repeated for lifetimes on end. Their devotions may as well have created us. Belief has been known to change the world, has it not? So even should the church be forgotten in name, its legacy will live on. It lives in every one of us. Farewell, Archbishop. I may never remember you, nor the mortal I once was. But beyond the yew trees, I found something beautiful. Not exactly hard proof, but you did well enough. Of all the Sin Eaters likely to organize a funeral, a lonely archbishop does fit the part. Now all is done is clear, with nothing left to fear except... Now here's a catch. Upon the church remains the latch, rewards that keep us high and dry. Stay mum as the reasons why. What else inside drive us away? What deigns not suffer any fay? Alas, once more in chapel lies the truth behind this is a surprise. Or perhaps the archbishop simply forgot to turn the spell off. Happens to be the best of us. There's probably more stuff hidden in the dungeon. Alright, so that was Pilgrim's Traverse. Pretty interesting dungeon. Fun. It's fun being around the Fae again. It's been a while. Last time we were in this area was in Shadowbringers. Yeah, the Shadowbringer expansion. You can see the fairy wings at the castle too. The Fae area is pretty cool. That was Pilgrim's Traverse. See ya next time.